This is your daily market recap for Tuesday, April 5th, 2022. Let's go. This is Dan Max at EXP Realty, aka the trading agent, and this is my stock, Bitcoin, gold, and silver daily market recaps. Please subscribe if you like what you see. Thank you. This is Dan Max at EXP Realty, aka the trading agent, and this is your daily market recap for, April 5th, Tuesday, April 5th, 2022. Let's get it. If you have any questions, again, we always start in the Discord room. Again, I'm offering people free insight on all the things that we got going on in trading. If you have any questions about the trades, because we are absolutely destroying it in the sense that we are nailing these trades. So if you have questions, come on in. Again, link is in the description below. Check out the channel. There's tons of information. If you are newer to trading but have a little bit of questions to help you, you have some questions you have to help you get over the top to the next level, this is why I'm here. So for newer people, it's a little tougher, but people who are just right on the edge of success, they don't realize they're only 1 minute away or one trade or one, change in mindset. On that note, Bitcoin, what have we said? It's chopping here around 45,000 at this point. Raise your stops. You need to break out. Man, where did volume at price go? I mean, this is what's crazy about TradingView. It just seems to pick and choose when it wants to work, which is sad because it can be a pretty solid platform. There it is. There's the volume at price. All right, but all my lines are gone. Great. Yeah, right here. This is the area you need to watch. Just keep that in mind. At this point, hey, there comes everything. It's tough to say. High and tight's good, but also you're not showing follow through, which to me is a little worrisome. Let's get into the charts because this is where we're making money, man. Like this is, some things working great, some things aren't. But again, we're swing trading specialists. We understand the risk reward that we're always taking. Like that's what we do, man. TLT. This has been incredibly frustrating, but also if you've been trading it's not that bad. I don't like that we're closing near the range lows. The volume is absolute poop. If you watch the video on the first of the month, we talked about you really need to get over the 20-day. At this point it hasn't. Is this retesting? Because again, keep in mind, I tell people this every time, like they don't seem to remember this. We bottomed last March and then rates went higher, or TLT went higher, rates went lower. I'm feeling that same kind of thing here. It's just a matter of time. We'll see what happens because the markets are going to get slapped around a little bit before earnings. I tried to tell you guys and get that to people to understand such. So keep that in mind. Let's get into the dollar. Back up at range highs. Now again, typically, what have I said? Unless the dollar gets volatile, the market's okay. If the dollar breaks out, is that a sign of individual weakness potentially in the markets to come because of volatility in the dollar currencies? We shall see. Again, I'm not calling for a explosive move down, but let's be freaking honest. We talked about this last week and we talked about it here. The VIX got absolutely fucking shit canned, and basing at the 18 levels after that move, I'm sorry, the world is not all safe. I mean, Kramer's calling the end of the bear or the start of a bull market. You got all these like TV personalities like bull market back on, everything's great, and it's like when you hear that stuff after a monster run, again, the bull market could continue on. I don't know, but just beware. Like that's typically a selling sign because again, you have to remember the rules of trading. I've shown you folks a bazillion times how this works. Let me go back into again, I apologize that if you're you just want more charts. This is the kind of crap you need to look at. I tell people this all the time. Where is it? Which room is it? Swing chat. Oh, sorry. Volume price analysis. I'm just like brain dead. Sorry. You got to learn that the market is a casino and you need to learn the rules. And they absolutely love to market to the retail through the media. Again, go back and watch, if you come by the Discord, volume price analysis. They love to market to the media exactly what they want people to do, not what they're actually doing. So if they want you to buy something, you should be selling, and selling if, you know, they're buying kind of thing. Like, it's not rocket science. Oh, look at the SPY. What did we say? What did we say? Oh, it's still there. Novice gap. Good. We said this was a novice gap. This usually precedes the change in move. Again, professional gap, novice gap. Here's a gap. Here's a novice gap. Novice gap. Another novice gap. Professional gap. Novice. Then professional movement. I mean, it's hard sometimes to guess it correctly, but you are seeing that after big moves, gaps usually are exhaustion. They mean like they push all the stops. They blow out the shorts. They blow out the bulls, whatever it is. What do we say? We're going to chop. Boom. Another little outside reversal. Higher high. Boom. Lower low. Next level, obviously, is 458 or 448. Gotta break the 200-day. Keep it that simple, y'all. Qs. Remember, we did some shorting into 469 or 369. Looking good. Looking real good. Nice test and fail. Now, for people who are newer, if you did not watch the first and the last 3 days of the month, I'm going to drop that video in right here. What is the timing on this? This is the 6-minute mark. I'm going to drop that movie or that video because you need to realize choppiness in the first 3 and the last 3 days of the month can precede a channel or a trend change. We'll see. No guarantees. This doesn't make a trend, but I do like saying higher or lower highs. Keep that in mind. Now, again, previous videos, what did we say about the IWM? It was lagging. When the IWM lags, like, remember the recent rip to highs in the SPY in January? No one was paying attention to the IWM. It made a lower high. Or didn't get back to the highs and fail. I mean, again, look at the Qs. Nice rip. IWM barely got off the mat. Barely got off the mat and leading down. Leading. I hope people pay attention to this stuff. It's, you know, you have to look at this as art, as I say. Like, you paint the picture. You have to see everything as is. It just is what it is at this point. And, yeah, we'll play it out as is, and we'll see what happens. So, next, as you know, let's get into gold. And I hate to be the bearer of bad news to gold bugs, and I warned you guys, and I'm still a gold bull long term, but what happened? What did we talk about? Breaking the downtrend, right? We said, well, that's dangerous. You retested highs, and we're going to chop. Now, again, I thought you could break out, but this candle is exhaustion. Here's a novice gap, back up. I don't like gold for the next 3 or 4 months. Do I have to do it every single video? But I'm not. But I want you to go back and look from April, May, and June, every single year in gold and the miners, and just notice they act like shit. They don't continue out. They don't continue to break out. They typically go sideways. The seasonality of it is real. Gold should be rising. It's not. It's telling you something. Silver, same thing. Exhaustion gap. You don't realize it until after the fact when you see this lower high. We talked about you have to potentially hedge. I didn't sell at the high. I thought we could. I mean, again, I wish I would have sold this day all of my shares of silver, gold, miners, but I didn't. But you had opportunities with the miners, and we're going to get into that. It just is what it is, man. You go, you know, sometimes you rise up into the end of the quarter. We didn't really like I thought. Just is what it is. Take your gains. I mean, we did make good gains. Keep in mind, we got near the lows, so I'm not like fighting, like crying about it. GDX, my gold friends, what did I say? I don't like seeing us get up here and fail. This candle with volume is a harbinger of bad things to come unless it's invalidated. And the way you invalidate a bearish candle is by making higher highs and closing above it. We are not there. Look at this action. I mean, we talked about the GDX. If we can't get over 40, it's fooked. Backing off at the 20-day. Telling y'all, man, I love gold and miners long term, but you have to trade it. You have to trade it. You have to do what the market's doing, not what you want it to do. Same thing I said. What did we say about the GDX? It's even worse, honestly. Honestly. Lower high, lower high, lower high. That ain't good. That ain't good. So I hope people are paying attention. I mean, I'm not trying to be negative on gold metals and miners because I don't like them long term. It's like I know trades how they work. You don't always go in one direction. Interesting, the market's getting a little bounce here in the last couple minutes as we get into the close. What's the time? Okay. AEM, this has been acting stronger. Made a new high and backing off. Don't like it. Don't like that at all. AG, Breaking the trend line. We talked about it. Got to get over the 14s. I'm not trying to be bearish because I'm a bear. The charts are pointing to bearish potentials here. Seasonality sucks. Just don't forget about it. Doesn't mean it's necessarily tanks, but usually what happens in the seasonally weak times, even during bull markets for gold, it goes sideways. I don't want to play it. I'll leave it. I'll wait for shit to come back to me. PAAS, same thing. Looks ugly. All right, we talked about sale and materials. Again, like I hate to be the bearer of bad news and repeating myself in these videos, but I expect pullbacks. 200-day index, nice rip. I mean, 18 to freaking 38. You betcha time to take profits. We talked about it, pulling back, done. VALE, we thought this might be a little bit of a trick, not treat. I mean, what did we say? We straight line move. Watch this gap. You got to continue. And then you had another gap. This is an island floating reversal. Retro raggy. You better be careful. You better be careful because it's probably going to come back to 17 if this is a failure. It just seems like logical that it chops. Again, CCJ, it's been holding up pretty damn good. But pretty damn good isn't good enough because it looks like an M pattern. It's coming back down to the trend potentially. Again, these are all speculative spots where I think it'll come to. Let's get into the tech because we got some shorts here. We got AMD short. This thing has been awesome. Sometimes you get lucky and you get 2-day moves. Boom! You pick the areas, boom, and fail. Again, we started selling calls because the premium was jacked for the 125s. Got up to 125. The calls were down a little bit, 10% at one point. But then we took the stock short and boom. I haven't really said too much about it because there's nothing to say. It straight line freaking fail. We took a little bit off and we're letting the rest ride. I mean, I don't see why it would not back test the hundo area. You see it? Apple, this is another short. Now again, so we talk about sometimes you wish things were 1-day moves. Novice gap. I don't even care. No, it's just chopping. I mean, this is dangerous. Apple's gonna have issues. They're not selling a ton of iPhones. Things in the world are going on. We shall see. I mean, again, I'm not a very strong technical. You notice I don't talk about technicals very often, or not technicals, but fundamentals, because I just don't care. You know, Apple's always strong. We'll see how the stock is going to do. Let's get into some more of the tech rec sector potentially that could be coming. MicroStrategy. They bought more Bitcoin, hit the 100-day this morning. That is not bullish, y'all. If you own MicroStrategy, it might be leading Bitcoin here. That is not good. Lower high at the 100-day. Like, you want to, like, scream through this sucker and take out the highs. Nah, backing off. Dangerous. Roblox. Tried to tell you guys it's going sideways. I don't trust it until it gets over the 50-day. Has to hold the 20-day. It's just a nothing burger. Sometimes you just have to let trades go. Tesla. Hey, Percy. I'm not trying to be a dick. But hey, man, when you're like, hey, it's definitely going to 1200. Look what happened yesterday, and look at today. We hit the trend line. This is, again, Tesla's going to be struggling here. I'm pretty sure China's ripping off every single thing they're doing. I know they bought, Elon's involved with Twitter, but I don't know how the hell that affects Tesla long term. Again, I hate to be, this is, if you can't accept that you're going to be wrong in trading or that things aren't always in your favor, this is dangerous for Tesla. If you can't make a new high, this thing could get absolutely shit kicked in the face. Badly. PENN Gaming. Probably sold on the Final Four news. Yep. The March Madness pop never really happened. Moving right along. EXPI, I like it here a lot. Again, I know it's getting crapped on with TLT, but let's be honest here. It's a seller's market. Know your levels. If you have to stop out, I'm buying more for the long run. I'm not really too focused on trading it because under 20, it just seems like a stupid deal to me. And if it goes lower, I'll figure out stops, but I anticipate sloppy choppy. I know that it's a seller's market. EXP is growing. We're doing well. It just is what it is at this point. And again, fundamentals don't necessarily proceed, technicals matter too. So don't be surprised if you get down to 18. Stuff this in your IRA and let it run. UTHR. Now, we've talked about this one. Where is it? Being bullish. Why? I said outside reversal, pop, watch the 20-day, watch the black line, boom. Now you got to go over the 50-day. You took 10, 12 points out of this easy if you traded it. Not bad. Keep an eye on it. Let's end with what I am most proud of personally. I forgot to do Mosaic and CF. I'm so sorry. Head and Shoulders top, I talked about it. Here it is. Mosaic. CF. Again, I don't trust materials in the near future. Lower highs. Dangerous. Danger. All right, let's go back to what is really needs to be studied. If you're not familiar with why I'm shorting XOP with drip and all sorts of fun games with oil. ExxonMobil, monster run, 30 up to 92, 90 something, 91. Keep in mind, oil at these prices, not good. Feds are going to try to do whatever they can to drop oil prices. Now, again, will it succeed long term? I am not trading for the long term when I short oil and the oil service. XOP, this is the trade, y'all. Talked about this. You know, we talked about yesterday being a look above and fail of the range high, and then it closed right back behind it. Did it again. Now, again, I wish it happened in one day. We talk about this all the time. But what did we say yesterday? Said this candle was a bearish signal. Look at this. You pop and then you pull back. Now, again, the volumes aren't great. Somebody was selling the last hour too. Like that candle flicked and popped right back. How are we playing that? We talked about drip. Man, it's now in the mid 23s. We're buying it in the 21s and 22s. I don't know what to tell you. Please don't chase these. Leverage ETFs are just really good for like quick, like couple week trades. What am I expecting? Minimum 26, potentially 30s, maybe 40s if oil really gets nutty. All right, well, if you have questions, again, I'm a little tired. My energy's down, but hey, ask questions, come by the Discord room, leave comments, slap likes, like bring attention to your own desire to want my help or my friends' help in the Discord room. I will talk to you guys and gals later. Thanks for watching. For more trading knowledge and insight, click on the videos on the right and also join the Discord room. Link is in the description below. If you have any questions, please stop on by the Discord room and let's chat. Thank you.